Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. I hope all of you are doing quite well. So now, as you might have read about the title of the video, let us start discussing about today's topic, and that is all about active and passive voice. So before we start to learn about active and passive voice, I think we must know about voices. So what does the word voice seem to you? Avaz? No, it's not about that. Over here, voice basically signifies us that whether the subject is doing the action or the subject is receiving the action. Basically, it signifies the relationship between the subject and the action. No, not the object. The subject and the action. And to get the concept about all these things, you may refer to one of my shorts that is basically about subject, object and verb. From over there, you will get the complete concept. Now let us move forward with the same. Now, what do we actually mean by receiving the action and doing the action? First of all, doing the action basically means the doer is doing that particular task. Okay? And receiving the action, what does it mean? It means that the receiver is the subject. Okay? The subject over here is getting that particular task to himself or herself. Now, this was the overview that basically what does voice mean in English language. So it basically signifies us the relationship between the action and the subject. Now let us come to the active voice. I will be telling you what is an active voice, its examples and as well as its structure. And I do have a pro tip at last, so don't forget to watch the video till last. Okay? So let us now start with the active voice part. So active voice is used for the first instance. Likewise, when the subject is doing the action. Okay? That is the instance when you will use the active voice. For example, she writes a letter or he kicks the ball. Okay? Here the subject is directly related to the action. Over here we can directly connect two of these things. Right? And particularly the subject is busy in doing the action. This is usually the same structure that we use in most of these sentences, like its subject, verb and then the object. Okay, for example, she writes a letter. Okay, now let us move forward towards passive voice. So passive voice is used whenever the subject is receiving the action. Okay, the action is being done and then it gets received to the subject. Okay, for example, let us translate those earlier two sentences to the passive voice. Okay, so it would be like the letter was written by her, and the other example would be the ball was kicked by Ram. Okay, so this was all in brief about active and passive voice. Now about the pro tip that I mentioned earlier. So that is how to convert an active voice sentence to a passive voice sentence. For that, we need to be very clear with our mind. First of all, we need to find out three things from the sentence given to you. Those three things would be subject, object and verb. Fine? So first of all, you would find all these things, you would segregate them, okay, you will differentiate them, and then you need to transform these things. For example, it is a very clear and short process. Likewise, you can transform the subject to the object and object to the subject. And for the verb part, verb, if it is in present tense, then it would be transformed into the past tense. Okay? For example, we will take the first one. Likewise, in active voice, what was it? It was she writes a letter. Okay? Here, the sentence is like this. Okay? And when we will convert it into passive voice, it will turn like, it would be written as the letter was written by her. So now the whole context has changed. The subject has become the object has become the subject, and the verb is converted to the third form. So this is how we basically convert sentences from active voice to passive voice. And the vice versa principle would be applied for passive to active conversion. So this was all about active and passive voice. I hope you all would have understood it. So don't forget to like, subscribe and share my channel. Till then, I wish you all a good luck and good time. Bye-bye.